and political perspective is to be the full, this thing. Social and political perspective comes under which one? Comes under which one? This social perspective, basically GS-1 section 3. Okay, it is social and political perspective. Political perspective involves post-independent Karnataka. So social perspectives involves basically your society and social issues happening. Okay, so let us see some of the major the topics involved. So this particular chapter is very much important with respect to your GS-1. Very much important. The thing is, it's like a double-edged sword. If you're well prepared, for sure you get a very good answer, very good marks. Okay, if you're not prepared, even though it's very much generic, you won't be getting any particular marks. So first I'll show you the marks distribution for this particular chapter. So you can see 2014 only, 2014. How many questions were there? 5 questions directly asked from your social perspective. In your 2015 paper, increased to 6 questions. In 2021 mains, they maintained 6 questions. So 6 out of 21. Approximately how much? Approximately 30% of your paper is directly coming from your social perspective. Okay. So this particular topic is very much easy. You live in it daily on a daily basis till you exist. You will be living on this. Okay. But few technicalities will be there that you won't understand. So I'll just show you the brief topics involved in your social perspective chapter. Is it visible? Plus, so you can see social change and movement, social change and movement, social structure and social change. So this social structure majorly will talk about your caste system, the religion involved, along with your class system. Okay. Then theories of social change, social disorganization and social movements involved. So first we'll see the Indian aspective as well as the Karnataka aspective, how different caste movements ke caste change goskara, how different movements we had in terms of religion, how different changes, different social movements played a major role for development of the society. Then we'll see the social policy and social development majorly with respect to the government aspect, maybe major in terms of your PABAT. Okay, public administration and management aspect, we'll see this. Then comes social change and modernization, under which problems of role conflict, which includes intergenerational gap, youth unrest and commercialization of education. So majorly, have you heard about that? There's a mixing of the caste roles and all. Before it was like, Brahmin had to do this particular job only. Shudra had to do this particular job only. Now, you can see many lower caste people, becoming a purohit to the temple. They are doing that particular job. Brahmins are not getting proper economic opportunities. So they are, doing all odd jobs and all. So there is a proper mixing, which is called, anyone knows a particular term? It's majorly called Sanskritization. Okay, Sanskritization and modernization has majorly taken place in the society. So that particular role we'll see in detail. Then education, commercialization of education, this becoming a major topic, majorly because of your national education policy. So Karnataka is the first state which has implemented your national education policy. So most of the schools, if you see, next year in the 2023, in the they're introducing few concepts slowly. So to make this particular, whatever it may be, your CBSE. So one of the schools which I was visiting, so they have, till 8th standard, CBSE, ICSE and the state, they have an integrated syllabus. Only the last 2 years when the public exam is there, they have a separate ICSE genta, CBSE genta, state genta. So there is a combination of this particular, rather than dividing them from the first standard itself, more in a combined syllabus ಮಾಡಿಸ್ತದ್ದಾರೆ. So one of the schools which I visited had that particular thing. And how many of you carried those heavy books and all? Almost everyone. So in this particular new education policy, most of the schools, they have the racks itself available in the schools, where the students don't have to carry any particular book and all. So most of the homework is given in your online only. Okay, so education is a major player which we'll discuss in detail. Then comes your status of the woman. Again, always important in terms of your essay as well as ethics. Woman, see, social perspective is one chapter which will help you immensely in your essay. Immensely in essay. So for that matter, if you prepare for essay, how do you prepare? Onnastu bold points irutte, onnastu validation alla irutte, but you have to prepare majorly of social perspective only. So this perspective, not along with your 5-6 questions in your GS-1, majorly playing a role in your essay. Okay. So then comes industrialization and urbanization. You can see fourth industrial revolution is majorly making the news. So we'll see what industrialization led to the current Indian society and what fourth IR, that is the fourth industrial revolution, how it is going to affect the society. Urbanization, I think you are aware that, according to a report, it says that 48% of the people in India by 2050 will be, staying in your urban areas. So what will happen to the rural society which they are staying? So that we'll discuss in detail. Okay. Then role of pressure groups. What are these pressure groups majorly? Majorly, it may be your NGOs, self-help groups, or that matter, your commercial bodies, your business groups, how they impact your political policy. Okay. The policy, the development policy, as well as the political policy. Then Sanskritization, Westernization, and modernization. So this also includes your globalization that will come. Then modernization versus traditionalism. ಅದು ಗುರು ಪರಂಪರೆಯಿಂದ ಹಿಡಿದು this commercial education we have seen, your online education or the physical education. So how it is impacting everything. So that we'll see, not just in terms of education, different topics in the society. The traditional part versus modernization part, that we'll discuss in detail. Then comes your current social events, which majorly involves your fundamentalism and terrorism. So in this, we'll see what are the different types of terrorism, which all the major terrorist attacks happen in India, what is government of India doing for it, what is the international agreements it has, okay, and what is the way forward, what is the measures we can have for this particular dealing with terrorism. And along with this comes your Naxalism, majorly in your eastern India, what is the government of India doing with it. So that majorly affects your tribal society, right? Naxalism majorly happens in eastern India. Then nepotism, corruption, and black money. We're not talking nepotism in Bollywood, we're talking in terms of the government. Okay, the red tapeism ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಕೆಲಸ ಆಗ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಯಾರ ಗೊತ್ತಿರೋರು ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಅಥವಾ corruption, major problem. So that we'll discuss in detail. Then the contemporary issues which have been involved is your linguism. What is the meaning of linguism? Language issue majorly. Okay, language issue, how it impacts your social fabric, how it impacts your unity of India, that we'll discuss in detail. Then communalism and secularism, majorly your religion aspect, that we'll discuss in detail. Globalization, the debate in the modernization versus your cultural aspect. Then industrialization, vote bank politics, how because of winning for elections, few of the political parties, they promise few things which cannot be implemented, which in turn affects India as a whole in terms of long term, not just in India, in terms of Karnataka as well. Then corruption and socio-economic inequalities and poverty and related issues. So this again linked with your economic development as well, but the society parts we'll discuss in detail. So some of the topics, so it's going to be a very comprehensive topic, very much interesting topic, very much eye-opening. So you will actually realize that, yeah, we are living in your society for, 25, 30 years. Some of the things which you're not even aware, this is how your society works. And which you like it or not, in one or the other way, you have been consumed by the society. Okay, so a lot of debates to be discussed, a lot of controversies to be discussed, a lot of correct, a lot of wrongs, a lot of beliefs will be shown from inside. So Indian society is one chapter, this particular social issues is one chapter which is very much interesting. If you see in terms of debates, theory wise, if you see, not much, a lot of memorization, but when you see in terms of issue and solution, it's become very much, eye-opening thing. So the next 14-15 classes, what we'll see in your social perspective topic will be most of your debates. Okay, so all of you should involve in your debates. Some of you will support it, some of you are against it. Finally we'll come to a solution. Here we're not talking something right or wrong, we're just opening up our broader perspective of thinking. Okay, so we'll discuss this particular in detail. So from Wednesday we'll be starting this particular Wednesday 14-15 odd class. Obviously every week the same standard operating procedure. Every Saturday or Sunday you'll be having test of the finished portions. So you can come and write the social perspective questions as well. 10 questions will be there every week. Okay, you have to come and write regularly. That will only show whether you're improving or not. Okay. So coming to tomorrow, you have your environment test. So I hope that everyone prepares till now, whatever topics. From the last test, 10 topics ಮುಗ್ದಿತ್ತು ಅಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಇವತ್ತಿನವರೆಗೂ contemporary issues majorly involved. So I'll tell you, contemporary issues will be a major majorly 6-7 questions will come from contemporary issues, 3-4 from static part. So tomorrow come and write and finish off your environment test. Okay, from Wednesday we'll start with your social relevance chapter. Okay, is that fine? Okay, fine then. Thank you guys. We'll meet Wednesday.